What's up, everybody? Real quick, I'm gonna make y'all dizzy, okay? Well, I'm trying to make y'all dizzy. There we go. What's up, y'all? So, this isn't zoomed in. This is the wildest, most unprofessional video I've ever made. But this is goodbye. I'm not quitting YouTube. It has nothing to do with that. I promise y'all that just because you read the title saying this is goodbye, that's not clickbait. If you read the title as this is goodbye and thought I was quitting YouTube, this is just goodbye to this house that I'm in. I'm moving out and I feel so free, man. I tell y'all what, I've got this problem. When I press record on the camera, I downplay stuff. Like right now, y'all know what I feel like? I feel like nothing. I'm very emotionless. I just trying to get out of a toxic relationship that's been really bad to me. That's something that I've never told y'all guys about, at all. I've been in a very toxic relationship for a while. And I gotta get out of that. And also, life in 2020 has been crazy and life-changing for me, not for the better, for the worse, actually. And that toxic relationship is something I've never talked about. I might make a video talking about that. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence because I'm not doing that to out anybody or spite anybody. But I feel like I ain't got nobody to talk to when it comes to that. And you guys have always been this one constant in my life. But this house, I want to talk about this. This is goodbye. I'm downsizing. 2 months ago or a month and a half ago, I made a video telling y'all, hey, I might be homeless. And I even said in the video, it's not going to be like homeless living in a cardboard box. But I sporadically put this house that I'm in right now up for rent. I love real estate. And I rented the house out, and I had no plan, no clue what I was going to do. I even thought about buying a van and just traveling the world, or the U.S. where I live, the United States. Thought that might be kind of cool, but I ended up buying another house. Very fortunate to be able to do that. I don't know how it happened. It was so last minute. It is crazy. That's the most, I've always said in life, my plan is not having a plan. And I want to tell y'all kind of a little story about this house that I'm in. This house is huge. I paid $250,000 for it. Now, that's not a lot compared to the rest of the United States because this is a 2,500 square foot house, 3-car garage, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom. A house like this in California, for instance, this would be $1 million house. And so in the Midwest, kind of where I live, or the Southwest, we're a little more fortunate. And I apologize, it's kind of dark in here. I love just being in the dark. I don't know. I'm emo. Not really, but it's kind of comforting being in the dark. But I've kind of started to move some stuff out. I'm doing it all by myself. And this house I never liked for the longest time. And you probably think to yourself, how in the world do you live in a big house? You must be spoiled, whatever, and not like it. So I didn't grow up in this kind of stuff. This was a dream. This was on the goal list, to live on this side of the town, the nice part. And that happened in November 2018, made a whole bunch of money, man, a whole bunch of money, and I invested in a house. And this house just kind of had buyer's remorse from the beginning. I don't know. A house is only a house till you make it a home. The house that I lived in before this one was the size of this whole living room. From this doorway right here, this one where the sign is, to this window was the size of my old house. And the houses I grew up in might have been a little bit bigger than that, but it wasn't ever nothing fancy, you know what I mean? And it's a blessing to live here. But I bought this house February 8th, 2019, moved in and I don't know, something was off. My creative process was hindered. I've never felt nothing in this house. It almost makes me feel sick to my stomach. I don't know why. It's a house, you know what I mean? A month after we bought this house, me and my longtime girlfriend of 2.5 years has split up. And it wasn't nothing bad. I've talked about that on the channel. You know what I mean? Great girl, nothing bad. For a while, I was in a funk because of that. You know what I mean? Bought this house, and when you buy it with somebody, you have kind of them in mind, and life threw a curveball. That wasn't the way that was meant to be, and I'm glad that happened. I'm over that, man. Nothing but just pure happiness for that person. So I made this house a home, man. I decorated it, got comfortable here, and that was it. I just got comfortable. That was it. I felt like I wasn't progressing. I felt stuck, and that no matter what I did, that creative process, whether it's, for creating videos or whatever, I just never felt that. This house, I walk in, and it feels like somebody's dropping 5,000 pounds of weights on my shoulder. You know what I mean? And I don't know why. I've never felt that before. But I'm downsizing from this house was built in 2008, so it's relatively new, but it's 12 years old, so it's new when it comes to houses, I guess. but it's not brand new construction. But the house that I just got was built in 1978. It's kind of old, but it's been renovated and things like that. But it don't matter. Like, I'm excited to start over, and for, I think the first time in my life, this is kind of just me. There's nobody else. That toxic relationship that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, like, that is something, man, I've lost, like, my marbles, dude. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like I said, when I get ready, if I do want to talk about that, I will. It's a weird deal. I used to wonder, you used to think, like, you hear people talking about being in an abusive relationship, abusive boyfriend. You think, well, or girlfriend, why don't you get out of that? And, like, while you know that you got to do that, it's hard, man. You still want to care about that person, This is different than, like, my breakup in 2019 with a girlfriend of 2.5 years. Like, that was we just hugged it out, man. And so, not to talk about all that, because that stuff don't matter, you know what I mean? But, like, this is something I've never told y'all about, whether it's being in this house, because how in the hell do you complain about being fortunate enough at 22 to be in a situation like this? And it's not complaining. I just don't know how I feel. I feel stuck, you know what I mean, in life. Like, I'm burnt out. I've been kind of vocal. I wear my heart on my sleeve, man. I don't literally have a sleeve or a heart on it, but, like, I'm very private, but I'm not private. I'll tell y'all anything, because whether it's good or bad, I'm just that transparent. And it could be a good or a bad thing, but, like, I'm going to set y'all on the mantle here. This camera's kind of heavy. I didn't think about that. But, like, I'm super just transparent with everything. And, like, the one thing I haven't been is kind of this weird relationship that's not a relationship that I've been in for, let's just say, over a year now, or maybe around a year, 9 months to a year. I don't even know how to explain that. But that's, like, been my main focus. I've been trying to fix something that I haven't even done. You know what I mean? And, like, it's taken away from the YouTube process and just kind of being burnt out on that as well. I've been in the most, like, excuse my French, but, like, fucked up state of mind for a while. Like I said, I walk around and I just feel like I'm just like a zombie, man, just zoned out, just going. I don't even know, like, say I'm recording this video right now, like, what I'm going to be doing even in the next 30 minutes. It's nothing. Sometimes I catch myself just sitting there fucking doing nothing. Next thing you know, it's been 5 hours and I've just sat here. Haven't even accomplished nothing, looked forward to nothing, because I've kind of, like, been too worried about this other person that I put on a pedestal, and I guess that's a me problem. But y'all, I like feel some good endorphins right now. Like, I feel all right, and then I'll stop recording, and then I won't, because when I get behind the camera and I start talking, it's like all that stuff is washed away, and I feel good as long as I'm talking. And then when I stop, man, like, I don't feel sad, angry, happy, or nothing. I'm just there, like, flat, like a gray blob just floating around. I don't know. I noticed it the other week, too. That's classic, like, telltale sign of depression. But it's not like a sad depression. Like, I don't sit around and cry. I'm so desensitized. Like, I don't feel emotion. And I think that's even worse. You know what I mean? And I'm the type of guy, like, there's a problem, let's fix it. You know what I mean? And right now, I'm just like, I don't even know, and I'm trying to know, and I'm trying to figure out, like, everything. You know what I mean? So, I'm feeling good, but I'm also feeling like I don't even know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow or in the next few hours. I don't know. I'm at a point in life where I'm just stuck. I've done a whole lot at 22, but also I feel like I haven't done a whole lot. I'm very isolated to the world. I've got friends. I'm a great sociable guy. Like, I got a lot of friends, but at the same time, my friends are like double my age. We're grown-ups. We got responsibilities. And I think that's why in this, like, toxic relationship case, not only do you got a girl that I try to think is a good girl, there's a child involved too, man. I love that little boy. He's 2.5 years old. I've been around since he had just turned 1. You know what I mean? Over a year and a half, and that boy's 2. So there was just it's crazy. And there's so many things I look forward to, but that kind of, I don't think, is in the timeline of the way things are supposed to work in the book of Zach. You know what I mean? So I'll touch base on that. I'm going to think about whether I want to make a video talking about that. So my next video, or whenever I make that, might be kind of weird or different, but, like, I just hope it can help somebody. Because even though I'm talking about how I feel, I know that some of y'all may feel the same way, and I just want you to know that it's all good in the hood. Not literally or figuratively, I guess, but jokes aside, I know it'll all be okay. You know what I mean? I'm very positive. I say I'm the most negatively positive dude in the world. When it comes to myself, I'm super negative. But like when I talk to you guys, if there's any of y'all out there who are going through anything remotely similar, or maybe in a few years down the line, you watch this video and you think back, hey, that random ass clickbait YouTuber who upload GTA videos this suck, made a video one time that I watched to hate on, and then I realized that, dang, he says something that resonated with me. You know what I mean? When I make these kind of videos, I hope that, hey, somebody can relate and it can help somebody else, because by me talking, it also helps me feel better. And, you know, sometimes I question myself, why would I make a video about this, talking about this? And not only, like I said, do I wear my heart on my sleeve, but like, I love to help people, but also I love to talk. Like it feels good to talk, man, you know? And while I feel isolated a lot of time, you know, like not having a super close family or anything, there is family, but like not super close. That's kind of that's also my fault as well. I'm just very, very isolated. I'm very independent. I don't trust nobody. I've learned that the hard way, but nor do I rely on anybody. I also learned that the hard way. And so like, I don't know the word, just very independent. And I don't know if that's from like any sort of trauma, but like, shit, even moving, like the house, like this right here, there was a 200-pound table. I moved that myself. I lifted it up. There was a 300-pound gas pump over there. Like that kind of stuff. I don't like to ask for help. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to certain things, I know most of the time people don't care, but like little things like that, I don't even like to ask. I don't like to bother people, burden people, whatever, you know? So sometimes when I make these videos, I feel like a big-ass crybaby. Like, oh, I'm complaining about my horrible life when it's not even horrible, and I know that, but I gotta vent and I gotta talk. Because at the end of the day, I've always said that, like, if you're going through some shit, like, if you're going through anything at all, it don't matter. I came up with this analogy one time, and somebody else probably has, and I'm probably not the original person who said this, but, like, you know, one time I was wondering a few years ago, how would a therapist do it? I feel like I could do it. I'm the most unbiased, laid-back dude in the world. Like, I'm also a big pushover. You could, like, rob me blind and I would still be your friend, you know? So that's kind of like a good but a bad thing that I have, because I don't hold any animosity or hate. But anyways, what I'm getting at is, like, a counselor or a therapist, for instance. All right, take this. At their 2 o'clock appointment, they've got somebody coming in who is... It's a woman who's crying because her husband won't let her have a dog. Wealthy, rich lady is sad because her controlling husband won't let her have a dog. All right? Well, then the 3 o'clock appointment comes in, and guess what? It's a dude whose wife died in a car wreck and his kids got cancer. So as a therapist, how do you say, lady, quit crying about the fact that you can't get a dog because the person, you know, coming after you, or say before you, they're going through some worse stuff. It don't matter if something to you, you know, whether it's something big or little from the outside looking in that kind of case, big or little, dog or family being sick or death, you're going through something, and that's what's important to you. That's the most important thing to you, so that does matter. You know, I'm very guilty of saying, you know, at the end of the day, people don't really give a shit, because people don't give a shit because we're all going through something. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that people don't care. It just means we're just all going through something. You know what I mean? So I could be feeling depressed for no reason because of a chemical imbalance in the brain or whatever, or because some traumatic stuff happened, or you could feel the same way. But at the end of the day, big or small, what you're going through is important as well. So don't ever feel like alone or isolated. It's very easy to feel that way. I feel alone all the time. I could be in a room full of crowd of people and still feel alone. You know what I mean? But just know it'll all be good, man. So when I say I'm the most negatively positive person in the world, I mean that. I might think to myself, damn, this is the end of the world. But when I talk to you guys, I want y'all to know that it isn't. You know what I mean? There is so much. We live in a big world. There's a lot of happiness to be found. I saw that one time. A guy on Facebook posted that whose wife cheated on him. And I seen him talking to somebody else who was going through a breakup, and they were sad. And this dude, like a month after his family getting broken up, told this guy, dude, it's a big world. There's a lot of happiness out there to be found. And that's always stuck with me, because if a guy, his wife could cheat on him, have 2 kids or 3 kids or however many who are younger, and that dude be positive, hey, anybody can, because that's tough. You know what I mean? I can't relate to that. I know what it's like to be cheated on 6, 7, 8 times, but becomes my fault at that point. But anyways, thank y'all for watching, man. I hope y'all have a good day. Just wanted to instill some positiveness upon your timeline or your sub box or wherever you're watching this video, man. Thank y'all for just being there for me. I appreciate y'all.